Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, so let's begin healing together. Listen, you guys know when I'm up here, I show my face, but I've been a little bit under the weather, and I'm on my bounce back. I'm on my bounce back. And so you don't need to know what I look like when I'm a little under the weather, you know, and that's the truth. I don't know what you look like when you under the weather. Not unless if I could hear your voice and we were talking, then I could most definitely see you. But I went and listen, I cut my nails yesterday. I cut my nails all the way down. You know, I had those little pointy nails, those claw nails, right? I was so sick and tired of them. And, ooh-wee, they were growing like crazy. I had to get rid of them. It was hard for me to handle the cards, pick up the cards. So I said, it's time for them to go. I'm not doing a reading based off one particular sign tonight. I'm doing an all signs reading. And hopefully it's going to be 2 cards per sign. Aries, 2 cards, Taurus, Gemini. We're just going to see where you're at, what you're doing. And so excuse me that I'm not doing just an Aries reading all the way to just a Pisces reading. But let me ring my bell. Oh, so this is going to be nice tonight. Listen, I love when I get a good identifier off my bell. I love when I get a good identifier. Oh, I thought it was going to take me a long time to get to know that bell, but we instantly connected. I have been wanting that bell since I was a kid. Man, and I used to ask my mother for the bell all the time. And I have kids. And then when my kids saw me focusing on something, they started being like, Grandma, when I'm going to get the bell? And I'm like, bitch, I'm her daughter. You're her grandchildren, right? But somebody always wants what you have, let me tell you. But let's get down to it. I've already cleansed my space before I came to the reading. My space is cleansed. I do that sometimes in front of you, and I do that sometimes before I turn the camera on so that, you know, I can have my few moments of privacy. But, you know, I wasn't going to do a reading at all, but I was sitting on my bed, and I kept hearing, why do people like to blame another person's for their hurt, for their pain? Why do they like to project that onto you, onto someone else, instead of sitting back with themselves and evaluating their own hurt and pain instead of saying, it's your fault because you didn't do this. It's your fault because you didn't do that. Straight up. That's all I kept hearing over and over and over. So I said, let me get up. Let me get up because somebody needs to hear something. Somebody needs to hear something, right? People always like for you to carry their hurt and their pain. But we're going over every sign. And hopefully only 2 cards will come out per sign. I hope it's not going to be more than that. But let us begin. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing. So let's begin healing together. If this reading is for a female, I will say so. If the reading is for a male, I will say so. But if I say nothing, understand that we all have masculine and also feminine energies. Where you stand in your energy is where you stand. You know if you're in your masculine, you know if you're in your feminine, but it's all about energy, plain and simple. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts or suppose. There's no going around the corner and back home again. It's all energy. But we're going to start with Aries and work our way down, all the way down to Pisces. So, Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aries. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Usually when I do a reading like this, I leave the cards out and not put it back in the deck. But I'm going to put them back in the deck tonight because I don't want anyone to miss a message. If the reading is for you, I promise you, it will be for you from the beginning of the reading until the end of the reading. If the reading is not for you, then you shouldn't pay it no attention. I promise you. You shouldn't pay it any attention. Spirit guide, this reading, is for Aries. My goodness. Aries Spirit wanted me to take a lot of cards for you. But we can't do that. Not tonight. We're pulling, hopefully, 2 cards. Aries, let me tell you something. Somebody loves you. We are starting off with the Ace of Wands. Aries, we're starting off with the Ace of Wands. So when the Ace of Wands comes out in a reading, that's someone going on a new adventure. And we just had that big super moon. That cold supermoon. And we won't get that energy back until 2042. It's 2025 right now. But we won't get this moon until 2042. However, that moon was all about releasing, letting go, restarting, refocusing, letting go of past pain, hurt, and trauma. So now there's an Aries that's going on a new adventure. You know, this is an Aries that has the willpower. When they want something, they focus on it and they go after it. You're being inspired by someone or something. And right now, Aries, you are seeing the attraction that other people have for you, whether it be males or females or both. Someone is attracted to you. Now, I don't know an Aries that suffers from low self-esteem. However, there is an Aries that I'm speaking to who question his or herself about their looks, if they are attractive or not. I'm going to help you clear that up tonight because you are the very first sign of the Zodiac. So when the God said, I am creating a Zodiac and each person is going to be represented under a sign, they started with you. And so when they started with you, They put all the bells and whistles within your sign. And your sign is beauty. So whether you're a male or you're a female, always know that you are beautiful. You are gorgeous, you are handsome, and you don't need to ever doubt yourself. One thing about it, it's not how another person sees you, it's about how you see yourself. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Honey, you are the beholder. You are the empress or the emperor. So with that being said, you are powerful. You are a leader. You have a desire for something or someone, and you're going to get it. You have this creative spark. Because one thing about an Aries, you don't need anyone to tell you that you are full of potential. You don't need anyone to say that to you because you are strength. Every zodiac sign that pertains to who they are is all wrapped up in yours. So you don't need anyone to ever confirm to you your strengths, your power, your beauty, and how smart you are. After all, you're starting off with the Ace of Wands, and you have a lot of willpower. So when you think of willpower, think of power. Drop the will off and think of power. From head to toe, you are powerful. People are attracted to you. Males and females alike, they desire to be within your company. So just be careful of who you let in, because you have people that will become obsessed with you because of your energy, your power. They feel it, they see it, and they wish they could be like you. But guess what? Everyone is their own individual self. So we have the number 9, which is the Hermit card. So Aries, with the Ace of Wands, you know that you're ready for this new adventure. However, you're sitting back at this present time, wondering when you're going to strike, when you're going to begin this new adventure. So you're soul searching. And you're researching on, if there's an area that's thinking about moving, you're researching where you're going to be moving to, checking out the area to see if it's safe, checking out the crime, checking out schools, checking out everything. If there's a lot of action as far as restaurants, shopping, if there's a lot of things that you can do within that place where you're going, because you want everything around you. You know, you don't want to live a boring life because you're still full of adventure. So you're withdrawing from people or a person just for a little while because you're doing some self-reflection. Okay, I spent my time here. Now it's time for me to go there. Even if this is not about you moving, and if you're with someone, you're like, okay, their time is up. I spent my time with them, and now it's time for me to move on. However, if you're single, you're like soul searching. You're withdrawing from friends and family so that you can make sure that everything is accurate in the way that you want to do things. That new adventure, yes, you do enjoy taking risks, but there's an Aries that's getting older and they're like, okay, I've taken a few risks once upon a time, but this time I'm going to make a list on everything that I want to do and that I want to accomplish, and then I'm going to check the boxes off as I do them. So that's why you're in hermit mode. Now, Aries, with all of that, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You started off with the Ace of Wands, and we're ending with the Ace of Pentacles. This is prosperity, because that's that powerful Aries that I'm speaking to. That's powerful from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet. You're manifesting this new life with you in hermit mode, with you thinking about all the things that you wish to do for yourself, and you going on this new adventure of your new start of life. Listen, this is the universe saying that you are ready, and I'm gifting to you finances, an increase in your finances. I'm giving you an increase in a financial opportunity. So if you're moving, you possibly may be moving towards a job. Maybe you filled out an application. Maybe you put in your resume and they finally gotten back to you and you're like, whoo, now I have to make some changes. I need to make sure that this is the opportunity that I do want to take, because I need to check out the area. I need to make sure it's safe. I need to know if there's a lot of things for me to do, being that I'm going somewhere new and I don't know anyone. Because I see where there's an Aries that's moving, you're not going to know anyone in this place. But the Ace of Pentacles, the universe is saying that I'm giving you this financial blessing for you to be stable, because this next move you're thinking about, or you will be thinking about making it permanent. So the universe is saying, okay, there's a financial increase here, but now it's time for you to be stable. So you may be thinking about starting a new business, but the money that's coming in for someone is going to increase in the way that, as long as you invest properly, that you'll be leaving money to your child or children. You will be leaving a legacy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. Now, you're like, oh my goodness, why did the Ten of Wands appear? You're burdened by something. And the burden is responsibility. Am I making the right choice? Whether you're deciding to walk away from someone, whether you're thinking about moving, you're burdened by something, because you feel like the responsibility is solely on you. Aries, you do put in the hard work. But what people don't know is that you do have a lot of stress that you don't speak about with people. You make people feel like, I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice, nor did I ask you for your opinion. However, you do feel burnt out. But Spirit is saying, with the Ten of Wands, one more push. Because if you're moving, this is going to be the last time that you move. Because wherever this is that you're going to, guess what's happening? Stability. You're going to like it. So Spirit wants you to keep going. Keep going. If this is about an Aries that's leaving someone, guess what's happening? Spirit is telling you it's going to be okay. Because the Ace of Pentacles is prosperity. So we have an Aries that's going to receive an increase, a financial increase. But prosperity can mean so many different things to so many people. Listen, leveling up. When you walk away from someone and you meet someone better, that's prosperity in itself. Someone that truly knows you, that respects you, that loves you, that's going to be loyal to you, because I'm speaking to an Aries that's manifesting someone that's going to be equally yoked to them. And this relationship, once again, with the Ace of Pentacles is stability. So if I'm speaking to an Aries that's moving due to a job, there's going to be a large increase for you with that job. And this is going to be your last move. You're going to say, I like this area. I like where I'm at. And so I'm going to put my feet down, both of them. I'm going to put my feet down because I want stability. I'm tired of moving around. If this is about a relationship, if you're walking away from someone, the universe is saying, guess what? I'm going to send someone better. Someone that's equally yoked to you. Someone that you don't have to worry about them lying, cheating. I'm going to send someone to you that truly loves you as you're going to love them. However, with the Ten of Wands, you feel like the responsibility is solely on you, and it is. However, guess what you can do with responsibility when you feel burdened? You can give it to whomever you pray to. You can give it to your angels. You can say to them, hey, I need you to help me with this situation, and they will. Aries, that's for Aries. So now we're going to Taurus. Taurus, the next one is for you. I shuffled 3 times, excuse me. I shuffled 3 times. And then I cut 3 as well. 3 is one of my numbers that I use in tarot. It's a special number to me. Let me cleanse again. After every reading, I have to cleanse because I don't want the residue of the Aries reading going into Taurus at all. Right? Everyone deserves a fair shot. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Taurus. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. This is for the sign of Taurus, male or female. Oh, Taurus, listen. Before I came to the reading, I said I wanted 2 cards only. Aries just got 4 cards. And now Taurus just received 4 cards as well. But you remember when I told you that I like to shuffle in 3, cut my cards in 3. So we're starting with the Empress, which is the number 3 card. Hello, how you doing? Taurus, Empress, that Empress energy. Listen, the Empress is all about abundance. The Empress is always in her femininity. That means whether you're a male or female, femininity is nurturing. Femininity is beauty. So flip it and reverse it, but it's beauty. So if you're a male and you want to be called handsome, that's exactly what it is. And if you're a female, you're beautiful. But the Empress is always in her beauty. She's all about creation. So she thinks about what she's going to put on. If you're a male, you think about what you're going to put on and how you're going to appear, not only to yourself, but to the outside world. So this could be someone that is in a relationship because the Empress is married. And if you're not married, you're in a committed relationship with someone. But the Empress is all about nurturing. So you are a nurturer, making sure that your home is beautiful, is clean, that you are the cook in the home. You make sure that your person, your significant other, is good. You're like, if I'm good, you're going to be good. You don't have to worry. The Empress, being that you are the giver, you're going to reap your rewards of being the giver. That's called karma. When you're good to someone, good comes back to you. So you are fertility. Whatever you ask for at this time shall be given to you. But let me tell you, always ask for something that's fair and just, never to hurt or harm. Let me just say that. We have the number 6, which is the Lovers. So the Empress card came out first. We know that the Empress Taurus is in a relationship. So I'm specifically speaking to a Taurus that is in a relationship, whether you're married, whether you're dating, whether you're talking to someone, because when you begin to talk to someone, that's setting the foundation to build into something beautiful. But the number 6 is actually the lovers. Whomever you're with, you are attracted to them and they are attracted to you. And there's a lot of passion between you. I'm speaking to a person that you and your person, you have a lot of passion towards one another, because you can be in a relationship with someone and not even be attracted to them. True story. But I'm speaking to a Taurus that's in a relationship with someone and they are truly attracted to their person. There's a lot of passion between the two of you. However, I'm also speaking to a Taurus that feels like they have a decision to make between you and this person. So whatever is going on in your life, you feel like you have to discuss something with this person. There's a conversation that needs to be had. However, we have the Ace of Wands for you. And you saw me shuffle the cards and we have the Ace of Wands. This is a new adventure for you. You're like saying to your person, I want to do this. I want to do that. You don't know how to bring this conversation up without you getting into an argument. You don't want to cause controversy. You have a creative spark. You want to do something different and you fear that your person may not understand what you're trying to do, how you want to move forward. But you know there's going to be a potential for the two of you to have an argument. What have you been watching on social media? What have you been watching on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok? What is making you dive into this? That's what your person is going to say to you, but you're going to stand in your strength and you're like, listen, this is something that I want to do. I've been doing some deep diving and this is the direction that I want to go in, because whatever this is, you are passionate about it. You are attracted to this new adventure. The new adventure is the thing that you want to do. So that's what you're doing. And with you about to take this deep dive into this new adventure, that brings out the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, ooh, that's money. That's power. You're going to be powerful in this. Whatever this is that you want to do, it's going to be lucrative. You know, it's going to bring stability. You're loyal to your person, but your person feels like if you dive into this new adventure, it may take time away from the relationship, away from the marriage. They're thinking like, I don't want to share. I don't want to share you. However, you are traditional. And all you have to do is say to them that whatever new adventure that I'm ready to go on is not going to interfere with what we have going on. So I'm diving into this new business. And Taurus, if you decide to take this dive, it's going to be lucrative in a financial way. It's going to bring in a lot of financial abundance. It's going to make you wealthy. So just be disciplined about your finances. And the one thing about Taurus, they are very disciplined when it comes to their money. They are traditional even when it comes to their spending. Traditional, they have values. So when they have money, it's about their home looking nice. It's not about if they have, let me just say, the Bentley. They want a nice car, but they're not going to go car poor. They want nice furnishings, but they're not going to go furniture poor. They want a beautiful home, but they're not going to go house poor. They're traditional, meaning that whatever it is that they use this money on to beautify their surroundings, their home, they're not going to be poor at doing it. They're not going to spend their last dime on that vehicle, on that furniture, or whatever the case may be. So to the Taurus partner, they're going to be traditional. They want to make sure that they always have for that rainy day. We have at the bottom of the deck, which is the Two of Cups. The relationship is going to be fine. Your partnership is going to be fine. You love your person. They love you. However, they feel like with you about to jump into this new adventure, you're going to start meeting friends and they feel like the friendships may take you away from them. Your person has a little jealousy. So they are afraid that someone may be attracted to you. However, you may need to reassure your person that my connection to you is real. I see you and only you. So understand that your person is afraid that you may start a love affair with someone else, but you value your union. So when you have this conversation with the adventure that you want to go on, this new thing that you want to do, they just need a little reassuring that it's still all about them. It's still all about them. So that's what we have for Taurus. So we've already gotten through Aries. We've gotten through Taurus. And now let's go to Geminis, right? Oh, I have a son that's a Gemini. And when I tell you he has multiple personalities, he does. Let me tell you. Listen, I was about to say something that he said, but I will not repeat it. Not today. I'm not in that kind of energy. But he's a true definition of a Gemini. Let me tell you. True definition. Whatever the definition says, that's exactly what he is. I told his girlfriend recently, I said, you could do better than him. Go find somebody else. My son and daughter are both Geminis. Ooh, girl, I feel sorry for you. I'm joking, but really not joking. There's some truth in everything I say. Let me tell you, you got two. My goodness, I know that was different in your house. I know that was different in your house. My goodness. Listen, I'm going to be sending some energy your way because I know you tired. I know you tired. You might be the person I was talking about, that they always want to blame you, right? That's what those Geminis do, want to blame you for their demise, their downfall when it's their fault. It's like having 4 kids or more. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Gemini. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on with this Geminis, right? They're born between May 21st and June 20th. Geminis got 3 cards. Ooh, Geminis, you got 3 cards. Now, y'all saw me shuffle, right? But we got the Lovers. So there's a Gemini that's in a relationship. And there's a lot of love between the two of you. You have a decision to make, though, when we have the Lovers card. You love the one you're with, but you feel like this is not your soulmate. I feel like there's a Gemini here who's in a partnership with someone. They're in a union, so you are most definitely a couple, but you love them. You are attracted to your person, but you don't feel like this person is your soulmate. I just came across your live. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Gemini, we have the 8 of Pentacles. I'm speaking to a Gemini that works hard. So I'm speaking to a Gemini that does have a job, male or female, and you work hard. You're very skilled at what you do. As a matter of fact, on your job, you want to be looked at as the Don Dada, meaning that you want to outwork everyone because you are committed. You like that money. So you do put in the hard work. But this commitment that you have with this person, I can't shake that you don't feel like this person is the one. You are with them. You love them. You work hard on your job. You are very intelligent. You want duality. You don't feel like this is the one. Even though you're with them, you don't feel like they're the one. We have the Eight of Wands. So you keep yourself busy at work. You work hard to keep yourself busy. There's going to be some fast movement coming in. There's going to be a message from someone. You know, this message is going to be from another person, and this person does know that you are in a relationship, Gemini. But guess what? They're coming in, and they're coming in quickly because the Eight of Wands is all about Cupid's arrow. So this person is going to come in and to say to you, look, I know that you're in a relationship, but I want you. Listen, you know what song I just heard? I want you, but I want you to want me too. Gemini, that's that decision with that Lover's card. You don't feel like the one that you're with is your soulmate. You work hard. You work hard. You're committed to your job. Oh my goodness. You work hard. But the reason why you're so committed to your job is because it keeps your mind off what's really going on with you. The Eight of Wands is fast movement. Somebody is coming in quickly. Somebody is going to deliver a message to you they're going to tell you, hey, I want you. I want you. And there's going to be a sudden change because I feel like, Gemini, you are going to want them too. Oh, but this is going to be very tricky because you're already in something. So Gemini, does this make you a cheater? And I have to be honest with you, it does. Because when this person comes to you, you're not going to know what to say. You're going to be shocked that they would be that bold. However, you're going to come back to them. Not right then and there. You're going to think about it. And you're going to be like, shit, I might give this a try. So does that make you a cheater? Yes, because you are in a relationship, Gemini. You're in a relationship, and anytime you open the door to something, and especially with this person being bold, telling you that I want you, guess what's going to happen? It makes you the cheater. You're opening the door. You're not closing the door to this new person. We have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Male or female, you're going to stand in your power. The way you work hard because you want an empire. And what I mean by an empire, you want home ownership. You want to have your own, but you want to build that empire with your own hands. You want stability. And Gemini, I mean no disrespect, you are loyal. But when this new person comes towards you, this is going to be a test. But I feel like, Gemini, you're going to fail the test because you're going to want this person too. You work hard, so hard, that you're going to be rewarded financially. But you have to be patient and you have to move wisely because you're already in a secure situation. But I feel like your relationship is actually not traditional, not in the way that you would want it to be. So I feel like maybe that's why you're opening the door to this person that's coming towards you. But you are a very disciplined person. Ooh, you're trying to stay away from this new person who's going to let you know that they want you. You're going to try to stay away because you're disciplined mentally. However, you want something traditional, but you don't feel like the one that you're with, that it is traditional, although you're with them. You don't feel like this is your soulmate. The Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, you're going towards the new person. You're going to walk away from the old person. That's a new adventure. The Eight of Wands is a new adventure. Aries got this card. Taurus got this card. And now Gemini, you got this card. You desire this new person. You're not going to be able to stop thinking about them. And the Ace of Wands is new passion. So that fire that's inside of you is burning for this new person. Ooh, and you trying to stay strong. You like, I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to cheat. I committed myself to this person, but I really don't feel like I want to be with this person. So I'm moving towards the new because you're very attracted to this person as well. But you're not going to let the new person know that you are attracted to them until you get things in order with the old person. So Geminis, you are walking away from someone, but slowly. You're going to be walking away. So if there's anybody here that's dealing with a Gemini right now, I'm warning you, there's a Gemini who's has a spark for someone else because someone else is going to make their feelings known to them. That's not for all you. That's not for all you, but if your relationship is not solid, then this may be for you, that there is a Gemini that's going to be walking away from their person. They want something new. They want something new. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. And let me say this. No one owns another person, but it's about respect. So, Gemini, if you're walking away from someone, do it in a respectable way. If you don't want your person anymore, just be honest. I'm not feeling you. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling what we had. I don't feel like there's any more room for growth. And it's time for us to move on. Plain and simple. And do that before you step into something new with someone else, because then that's when you will be known as a cheater. But just be honest with your person. A lot of people ask for honesty. However, a lot of people can't handle honesty. But Gemini, stand in your strength and just be honest with your person before you jump into something new with this person that's coming towards you that you're going to be attracted to. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Cancer. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear for Cancer. Oh, I got to take these glasses off every time and do a refresh for myself. Gemini, we got hot in here. Spirit guys, what message do we have? Oh, let me just shuffle one more time, right? Geminis, y'all got me shaking over here. My goodness. Let me do this 3 times again. There's a Gemini walking away. Spirit guys, let's ring this bell again. This is for Cancer. Cancer, I heard a little stutter. But it was still beautiful, but I heard a little hiccup, right? Let's find out what that hiccup is. Spirit guys, what message do you have for Cancer? Spirit guys, what message do you have for Cancer at this present time? My goodness, these 2 came out. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. We have the Lovers once again. So Cancer, you're in love with somebody. Someone is in love with you. There's a lot of attraction between the 2 of you, a lot of passion. But once again, you and your person have a decision to make. This is duality, Cancer. You and your person are equally yoked to one another. So this union, the 2 of you could be married. But you don't have to be. You could be in a relationship with someone. However, you could be a single Cancer who desires to be in a relationship and you want duality. You want that equal give and take. You want a strong partnership. But we have the Queen of Cups here. And Cancer, this is your card. So you're here in your own energy, male or female. The Queen of Cups is a mature woman. So I could be speaking to someone. When I call maturity, I'm going to say 22 and up. I'm not going to say 21 because 21, you're like, ooh, I could buy liquor now, right? And some of you can't wait for that first drink, right? And you start acting up. But the Queen of Cups is a mature woman. If you are a masculine Cancer, then you're in that Queen of Cups energy because the Queen of Cups is someone that desires romance. And she is a romantic. The Cancer male could be romantic as well. You're very creative, very artistic. You're smart, you're loyal, you're desirable, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're handsome. Listen, I'm throwing it on heavy because I'm a Cancer too, right? Wouldn't you like to be a Cancer too? Listen, I'm a water sign. But Cancer, you are someone who is wise. And you give great advice. A lot of people come to you for conversations. They feel like you're a counselor. You've been there, you've done it before, and they feel like you're going to be honest. I'm speaking to someone that's possibly a mother. Because the Cancer, male or female, they protect theirs. They nurture theirs. And they're very intuitive. So if you're trying to hide something for a Cancer, they know already. But Cancer, you're coming in your own energy. But we have the 8 of Swords, Cancer. What's going on? You feel stuck. You're feeling trapped, isolated. There's a Cancer who has been having some negative thoughts about a particular situation or person, whatever this is to someone here. And it's time to let those thoughts go. We can't change anything that transpired in our past. Many of us would like to turn back the hands of time. Many of us would like to press rewind. Many of us would love to do it again, but we can't. What was done was done. What happened was what happened. What was said was said. We can't fix it, change it, or anything. But the one thing we can do is control where we stand right now. And we have to be in the present. So that moon energy that I came on twice and I spoke to you about, I have a video on my YouTube platform going over the signs and what people were going to be going through according to their sign. Go check it out if you weren't here for that live. But these negative thoughts, it's time for you to throw them away. Feeling victimized, it's time for you to throw it away. When I came up here tonight, I told you I spoke about somebody wanting you to carry their burdens. They want to blame it on you. And guess what, Cancer? The Cancer that I am, you got to say, fuck you, carry your own troubles. I may be the nurturer. I may be the person that's always trying to help. But damn it, I'm tired of carrying your burdens. You have to own responsibility for you. So Cancer, throw all that shit in the garbage. That victimization, you feeling victimized. Those negative thoughts, you feeling helpless. Because the Eight of Swords is somebody that feels like they're trapped. And you're not trapped. That's what those claws are for you to dig yourself out of every situation. No more carrying another person's burden. Even your own. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because guess what happens? You are the emperor. So you're showing up in your strength at the bottom of the day. You want structure. You want a solid foundation. You are standing in your authority and you are saying no more. No more. Don't bring that bullshit to me. You cannot bring that to my home. You can't leave it on my doorstep. You can't leave me a text message. Whatever's going on in your life, you have to fix that shit. Because Cancer, you always the clean up woman or the clean up man. So you want stability. This Cancer is calling for stability. You're like, okay, if a person is coming towards me, they better be right. Because I'm a leader and I'm mastering my self-worth. And my self-worth says, liars can't come near me. Cheaters can't come near me. Anybody that likes to cause trouble, they can't come near me because I'm in my new energy. Now, you remember when I said to Aries that there was this word called willpower. And I told them to drop the will and I told them to stand in the power. Cancer, guess what? The number 4. The Emperor is the number 4. And it's time for you to will in everything that you desire to have for yourself. So now I'm telling you to pick up that word called will. And will in everything that you desire. So will in your strength, will in that financial prosperity, will in your happiness, will in the life that you desire to have for yourself. Because the number 4, guess what the number 4 is? That's all about making a wish. The number 4 is my make-a-wish card. So anytime I see the number 4, I tell everybody to make a wish. The number 4 is related to self-expression, loyalty, mental stability, trust, patience, organization, just as well as determination. So the number 4 is also a number that possesses energies of the archangels overall. 4 is a number of focus, foundation, completion, and honesty. So let me just say this. Look out for, and you will see the number in these sequences. Number 4, as you see right now, solo, standing alone. But if you're coupled up, you'll see the number 44. Hello. And then if you like to bring in others, you'll see the number as 444 or 4444. Those numbers and those sequences hold great power. will in what you want because you are a powerful manifester. You can manifest whatever it is that you desire, Cancer. Whatever you wish for will be granted as long as the wish isn't made to harm anyone. So make the wish with gratitude, feeling and showing an appreciation of kindness. Always say thank you in advance before you make your wish, and always know that whatever you're asking for will come to fruition. Act like you already have it. Act like you own it. Act like it is yours. So Cancers, you are the Emperor. We have the Queen of Cups as the Cancer, and you're showing up at the end of the day in your strength. The Eight of Swords, once upon a time, you felt trapped. You felt isolated. You restricted yourself from speaking up for yourself, saying, I don't want to hear that BS. Stop asking me. Stop making me a part of your troubles. You were feeling victimized. So Cancer, those negative thoughts, those negative people, those negative situations, let it all go, because at the bottom of the deck, you are the Emperor. You're standing in your strength, and guess what? You're standing in your authority. You're standing in your authority. So you only want a solid foundation. You'll take nothing more or nothing less. So now we're going towards Leo. We're going towards Leo. Leo. Now, let's see what's going on in Leo's life. Leos, I hope you're doing very well. Cancers, for you, your reading was beautiful. Let me just say that first and foremost, because at the bottom of the deck, you are the Emperor. You are the author of your own story. You get to create the life that you desire. Make your wish, Cancer. Make your wish. Listen, I'm here for it. And guess what? I'm going to make a wish too. I'm a Cancer too. Let's see what Leo has going on tonight. This is for my Leos, right? Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Leo. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. This is for Leos. Leos. Oh, this card turned over. I got to take it. Leos, what's going on with Leos? Spirit guides, what does Leos need to know at this present time? We're going to take it. We're going to take it. Leos, let me tell you, you're different. Leos are very different people. Very flamboyant. Leos love to be the center of attention. And they are. Let me just say that. And they are. Today is my birthday. I'm enjoying your live. Thank you so much and happy birthday. I'm not sure if you passed my sign yet. Listen, I've only done Aries. I did Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and we're moving down the list. And right now we have Leos. So Leos, let me just say this to you, right? Let me just say this to you, Leos. Beautiful people. And I'm going to get to you in a second because I believe you're a Sagittarius, right? We have a King of Swords. That's how we're starting off with the King of Swords for Leos. Leos, you're standing firm. You're stern. You're backing people up from the left to the right. You're in that masculine energy, male or female. You're standing in your power. Whatever is not meant for you, you're letting it be known. You're like, nope, not over here, not this way. Don't bring me your drama. Don't bring me your problems. You're saying no, no, no. And guess what? I don't blame you. You're disciplined because you've had enough. So what you're doing right now is you're making head over heart decisions, because once upon a time you did everything with your heart. Well, that's my friend. That's my cousin. That's my mama. That's my sister. That's my brother. And you gave and you gave and you gave. And now you're saying, shit, I'm tired. So now you're making head over heart decisions. So my Leos, you're saying no. You're saying no. And guess what happens when you say no? The sun comes out. The number 19. That's happiness. You're happy. You're not feeling guilty about saying no. And you're satisfied with the decisions that you've had to make. You like, I want prosperity, but I won't have prosperity if I keep saying yes to everything, every situation, everybody. Luck is on your side. Let me just say that to you. You have a lot of clarity, and your no is your power. You want to achieve. You want to be successful. And all these people that you're saying no to, it doesn't mean that you love them any less, but you're understanding that you love yourself even more. So the number 19, this is all about you having your wishes being fulfilled. We have the 2 of Cups. So if you are in a relationship, everything is going good, you know? And if you just started a relationship and you're starting off as friends, working your way up to be lovers, it's going to be beautiful. And Leos, if you're single, you may be reconciling with somebody, because the 2 of Cups is someone that also reconciles with someone from the past may be coming towards you, someone that you may have blocked. They're going to find their way to get through to you. So you may be reconciling with someone and starting that love affair all over again. However, we have the Page of Cups. With you starting that relationship over again, if you're single, it's going to start off slow. And there's nothing wrong with starting off slow. So you may be receiving a romantic proposal from this person. Hey, let's go out. Let's have a drink. But you're going to be receiving a message for someone. You may have them blocked, but they're going to find their way through that block. Surprise, surprise, Leo. Let me just tell you that. And if you're in a relationship, let me just say this. It's fun. Lots of laughs. And it's all about the 2 of you. But let me just say, there's someone here that does have a secret admirer. You do have a secret admirer. So just be careful. Just be careful, because sometimes when we have a secret admirer, it doesn't mean that we want them. But there's someone that is really checking you out. Now we're on to Virgo. We're on to Virgo. We're on to Virgo. You know, Virgos, you know, they're born between August 23rd and September 22nd. They're that earth sign, right? And, you know, Leos are fire, Cancers are water, Geminis are air, Taurus is earth, and Aries is fire. So now we're back to earth again. This is for the sign of Virgo. Virgos, let's see what's going on in Virgo's life at this present time. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Virgo. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. Thank you. Virgo, what's going on? One more card. One more card. Ooh, they're turning over in my deck. Virgo, what's going on? Listen, we have the 2 of Pentacles. There's a Virgo that needs to make a decision about something. Listen, you're juggling life and money. Virgo, let me tell you something about you. You always the giver. Can I borrow? Can I have? My lights are about to get cut off. And you're like, yeah, even when you don't want to, you say yes anyway. But you're balancing life. You're trying to get things in order. There's a lot going on. And whomever is a Virgo here, there's a lot going on in your life. And you want to stay flexible. But then you're like, I can't keep being flexible for these people or this person. You know, I need stability. On my end, my camera froze. Excuse me. Okay, I got it. And you're like, listen, I understand that life has its ups and downs, but you like taking care of family. You like taking care of friends. You want to be seen as the good guy or the good girl. But Virgo, the Page of Swords, there's somebody spying on you. Because they're like, Virgo is changing. Has anybody heard from Virgo? Virgo hasn't answered their phone in a minute. So with the Page of Swords, that's also gossip. And you're going to be hearing some gossip about you. And you're going to be like, I didn't know that happened. And there's someone here, you're going to find out who the person is that has been gossiping. And there may be a clash. There may be an argument, right? But you're clever. And you're like, these people are mad because I'm not going to be given to them. These people are lying on me with the Seven of Swords. They're gossiping. There's someone here that possibly may have been cheated on. But there's a lot of sneaky behavior around you. And Virgos, just be careful, you know, because there's a lot of backstabbing that's going on in someone's life. And with the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands, you're like, you know what? I'm letting go of this person or these people. I'm moving into a different direction. Shit, I may be leaving family alone, friends alone, co-workers alone. You're being inspired. You're like, I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the gossiping. I don't want to be a part of it. And I'm tired of these people trying to make me feel like I'm the bad guy. Once again, at the beginning of the reading, I told y'all, I said there's somebody here that people don't want to take accountability for their actions. This, right? And then they want you to carry all of that. And then when they sit back and realize and be like, damn, I was messed up. I should not have treated that person like that. I should not have laid all my burdens on them. Then they want to apologize, but then it may be too late for someone. And I'm seeing that within this reading. I'm seeing that with a couple of the signs that we have gone through. But guess what? Everybody that I've gone through, you've come out victoriously. You know what I mean? Because everybody has to handle their own situation. So we're doing Libra at this present time. And Libra, you know, they are an air sign born between September 23rd and October 22nd. Libras, I love them. I do. Some of them, not all of them. Let me just be honest here. I have to be honest. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Libra. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Libras, let's show up. Let's show out, right? Because you enjoy balance. You want things to be fair, right? But just because you want things to be fair, it doesn't always make it accurate. And I took these because they turned over. So we starting off with the Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands keeps showing out, right? Keeps showing up. There's someone that's going on a new adventures. There's someone that's being creative. And you have a lot of potential. Let me just say that. But the Seven of Wands, you're defending yourself from someone. Defending your actions. You're setting boundaries. You're standing your ground. And you're determined. You're being territorial over what you have. That's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're like, hey, I'm being defensive over me. Because all I have is this mind, this body, this spirit. And I'm not going to allow anyone to make me feel any type of way. I know who I am. This is someone who knows who they are. And you're setting your boundaries. You're like, you're not disturbing my peace. The number 9 is the Hermit card. Someone sees you as withdrawing. Someone sees you as being in the house, haven't been going out, accepting these offers. Let's just say, hey, you want to go out for a glass of wine? I'm busy. I'm studying. I'm with family. So someone sees you as being distant because you have been distanced from someone. The Ten of Swords, you feel like this person has stabbed you in your back. They betrayed you and you're like, no more pain, no more heartache. And I'm putting an end to the situation. I'm not letting this person stab me in my back again. So we have the 18, which is the moon. The moon card represents Cancer. So there could be a Cancer in your surroundings. However, you're following your intuition. You're like, listen, no more deception. I'm tired of having all this anxiety because I just know this person did something to me. I can't prove it. So you're feeling a little confused, right? But Spirit is telling you to proceed with caution. Proceed with caution. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Once again, you will be victorious. So, old money. There's money coming in, but you're very intelligent. When people get money, sometimes when they've never had anything, guess what happens? They go broke quickly because they like to buy fancy jewelry, cars, homes that they're not taking into accountability that I have these taxes on it and will I be able to afford these taxes later? They overspend. Old money people are people, even if you didn't grow up financially in a healthy situation by having a lot, you know how to handle money a little better, so you're not going to do overspending. People with old money, we call that people that know how to make the money grow. You're very traditional. So you may be someone that may marry into money. However, you may be putting your money to the side, wanting to leave a legacy for your family, your child, or children. You're setting roots with this money. So there's some money coming into you. Money coming in. But you're setting boundaries with someone. You're very intuitive. So trust your gut. We're going into Scorpio, right? Scorpio is my cousin. They are a water sign as well. And, you know, Scorpios are born between October 23rd and November 21st. So we're doing Scorpio at this present time. Excuse me. Let me just clear this energy, clear this space. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Let's see what we got going on for Scorpios at this present time. Oops, Scorpio. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Scorpio. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Let's ring this bell again. All right, Scorpio, you skipped just a little. Let's find out what's going on. Spirit guides, what message? Ooh, look what came out. Let's go. Gonna shuffle. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, Scorpio. I'm gonna pull them. I'm gonna pull them, Scorpio. This water sign. Scorpio. We're starting off with the 10 of Swords, Scorpio. Scorpio, who hurt you? There's some betrayal going on around you with someone or with multiple people. You know your situation better than I do, but you got the 10 of Swords. You feel like you've been betrayed, stabbed in the back. There's a lot of pain that you're holding on to, that you're carrying. You feel defeated. And you feel like something has come to an end. You feel like, damn, do I have bad luck? Because you can't understand why you have so many swords in your back. We have the 8 of Pentacles as well. So we have the 10 of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and there's someone here that's a hard worker. You're a very detailed person. You like for things to be in order, and you're committed. So being that you are a committed person, you don't understand what's going on, why you have all these sores in your back. But all you're thinking about right now is building a business. So if you're a Scorpio that's thinking about doing something new, you're going to be building a business, which is going to be successful. We have the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups. So guess what's happening? Right now, you're bored. You feel like something was a missed opportunity, but you also feel like there's something that's coming through that you can see and you can't see it. So there's like a blind spot. And Spirit is saying, look with both your eyes open. See what's there. See what's there. We have you as the King of Pentacles. Cancer got this card as well. So we have the King of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to stand in your power. You're going to be building an empire. You will have stability because Spirit is saying that I'm speaking to a Scorpio that's loyal. Scorpio, the King of Pentacles, is very wealthy, so wealth is coming in. And in my last few Scorpio readings, they've had money coming in. So Spirit is saying, be patient and wise, but your security is coming. They said that I'm speaking to a Scorpio that's traditional and you're disciplined. And they want you to be just like that when this money comes in. So there's a Scorpio here with the Eight of Pentacles, with the King of Pentacles. That's you building a business. We have the number 20, which is judgment. So judgment, when I see this card, that's Libra. There's the awakening. There's renewal of life. You had to go through a change, but there's something inside of you that Spirit is saying that this is your inner calling. With this inner calling, this awakening coming in, you're reflecting on the past, but Spirit is saying no more reflection. It's all about healing because this is your second chance. This is your wake-up call, and they still want you to do everything in a traditional way. We have the number 14 as the Temperance. And so Temperance, once again, like Libra, the number 20 is all about balance, right? This is you. You have a purpose. Spirit wants you to have this self-control. When you receive this money, they want you to do everything in moderation because that's what's going to bring harmony. And you're going to be blending with someone. You're going to be blending this money with someone. We have the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands, Scorpio, is a wedding. So you could be married. You may be invited to a wedding, which is celebration, but you're going to be celebrating this financial windfall. When this money comes in, it brings in a lot of stability, a happy home. Scorpio, a happy home. This is happiness. But you're going to be reuniting with someone. Let me just say this. Maybe it's the person that stabbed you in your back, but you're going to be having a conversation with someone. Spirit is saying that whatever you put your hands on, whatever you touch is going to be successful. They want you to rest up because joy is coming. Joy is coming. Happiness is coming. Financial prosperity is coming. Look at this couple. Look at that mansion that they're walking past. So this money, maybe you're going to buy a big old fancy house. Who knows? But guess what happens next? The King of Wands is showing up as well. So Spirit is saying to you, Scorpio, you are a natural born leader. You have a vision, and your visions are bold. You are bold. So I'm speaking to someone that may be an entrepreneur, but you are a boss. Wherever you touch turns to gold. You have that Midas touch. The King of Wands is very magnetic, right? People are attracted to you. Everything is attracted to you. Males, females, strangers, children, everyone is attracted to you. But you are an independent soul. Spirit wants you to do things in moderation. But at the bottom of the deck, there's some justice coming in for you, Scorpio. I don't know what happened, what's going on, but there's some truths that are going to be coming out. This is a cause, and there's going to be an effect behind it. Spirit is saying that someone has to take accountability for their actions. Whomever this person was, or these people that stabbed you in the back, there's going to be some balance coming in. But there's also some people that have to pay the consequences as well. But it will be fair. It will be fair. That's what we have for you, Scorpio. So now we have our Sagittarius. Sagittarius, here we go. We have Sagittarius. I also have a son that's a Sagittarius. And we have a birthday up here. We have a birthday that we sent a happy birthday shout out to. Happy birthday. But Sagittarius is a fire sign born between November the 22nd and December the 21st. Sagittarius are very feisty people. Some Sagittarius people, they like to fight. Let me just say that. They're good when they want to be good, but please don't rub them the wrong way. If they feel like they're backed into a corner, they will come out striking. But once again, when I say they're good, they're good. And when they're rough, they're rough. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Sagittarius. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Spirit guides, what's going on in Sagittarius life at this present time? Spirit guides, what's going on in Sagittarius life? Ooh, Sagittarius. Oh, okay. Ooh, ooh. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. We have the Four of Cups. If you're single, you're refusing offers. If you're single, you're refusing offers. If you're in a relationship, you're refusing offers, but you're bored with something. And you're doing a lot of contemplation. What I should be doing versus what I shouldn't be doing. With the Four of Cups, you feel like there was an opportunity that was missed. But we have the Ten of Cups. If you are not in a relationship, you're headed towards a relationship that is going to be the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a relationship that you feel satisfied in, that could lead to marriage. If you are in a relationship and you're not married, this is a relationship that can end up in marriage. And if you are married, your relationship is going to get better. You're going to have a harmonious relationship, whether you're single, whomever it is that you decide to say, hey, let's get to know each other. If you're already in a relationship, getting to know someone and just starting off, and if you've been with this person for a while, it's going to be harmonious, because the Ten of Cups is blessings on top of blessings and on top of blessings. It's nothing but good fortune, success. This is a happy family. You will have security within the relationship. Security is stability. We have the Knight of Cups. This is you following your desires, following your soul's compass. You want romance, you will have it. So there's someone that's coming in that's going to be making you an offer. If you are not in a relationship, and if you are in one and you're not married, there's someone that may be asking you for your hand in marriage. That is showing you how much they do love you. So if you question them, there's someone that's coming in that's going to be offering you a marriage. They're saying, I'm ready to be dedicated 100%. I'm ready to give you my all. So if you're a female, this is your Prince Charming. And if you are a male, this is your Princess Charming. But this is going to be a solid lover. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Sagittarius, the Ace of Pentacles is prosperity, financial prosperity. So manifest. Whatever you manifest, it will come to fruition. This is a new financial opportunity. So if you are in a financial crisis, or even if you're not and you just want more, ask for it. Believe you can have it and you will. No doubting at all. This money is going to bring in stability as well. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Let me just say this. Old money. So use it in a traditional way. As I said to Scorpio, listen, money comes and money goes. But money can last as long as you treat it properly. Don't overspend, so you could marry into money. However, I don't see you marrying into money. I see this money coming to you, and you will be building an empire with it. We have the Eight of Swords. Right now, you feel stuck, feeling trapped, feeling isolated. Cancer got this card as well. But listen, feeling victimized. Sagittarius, take accountability for your actions. And if you want someone else to take accountability for theirs, you can't make them. Do what's best for you. Don't play the long game by trying to blame someone else for any actions that you caused on another person. These negative thoughts, ask yourself, why do you have these negative thoughts? Then forgive yourself and move on. Now, when you do that, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So, that's a new beginning. That's still this money coming in. That's new love. You meeting someone new. If you're not in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and you and your person have had problems, in a relationship, you go through trials and tribulations, but it's how the two of you handle it, rectify it, and then you get to begin again as many times as you need to. But this is abundance. So if you're in a relationship, this could be the first stages of that relationships that will lead to marriage. However, congratulations. You have beautiful beginnings coming in. The only thing that you need to let go of is keeping yourself trapped. And the only way you keep yourself trapped is by not accepting your flaws. Accept your flaws. Now throw them out and do better, because you got beauty coming in. Beauty is what I call money, honey. Let me just tell you that beauty is money, because you need it to buy water, which should be free, right? You need it to keep the lights on, which should be free. You know what I mean? There's some countries that get free electricity, but we don't over here. Let me just say that. There's some countries that have free medical, but we don't over here. I'm just saying. So you got all of this money coming in, all this beautiful abundance. So congratulations. Happy birthday. Ask your spiritual team to help you. You know what? Our angels are always here to help us. And they never intervene, not unless we ask them to. So ask them to. Capricorn, you're up next, Capricorn. Capricorn, this is an earth sign, right? So Capricorn, they're born between December 22nd and January 20th. I have a daughter that's a Capricorn, right? I have a daughter that's a Capricorn. And woo-wee, she's tough. She's tough. Let me just tell you that. Well, she's stern. She's stern. Damn it with me. She's stern with me. You know what I say to her? I be like, you changing. But you know what? And it's good. It's good to set your boundaries. Let me just say that. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Capricorn. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Capricorn, I can't take all of that. I'm putting all of those back. My goodness. Let's do this again, Capricorn. Let's do it again. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. I know you probably like, my goodness, they got so many, but the only reason why I'm taking these because I just got a big handful. We are starting off with the Knight of Pentacles. There's something that you're waiting for, but it's coming in slow. Spirit is saying with the Knight of Pentacles, you must have patience. There's a Capricorn here who is a hard worker. Listen, no doubt about that. However, Spirit is saying that you've been doing things in a routine way. They want you to get out of that routine. They know that you're practical, but they want you to start doing things just a little differently. We have the number 11, which is justice. Now, there's a situation that transpired in your life. It could be with a family member. It could be with a friend. It could be with an associate, but there's some truth coming out. There's a truthful situation that's coming out. There's cause and effect. I don't see you as the problem, Capricorn, but I see that someone has betrayed you and they will be taking accountability. So if this is a legal situation that you've been in, you're going to receive justice for that legal situation. You will have balance. Everything will come out fairly. However, if there's someone that hurt you, they have to pay the consequences, and they will. We have the Seven of Wands. Capricorn, you're not playing with anybody. You're setting boundaries. You're defending yourself. You're standing your ground. You're like, okay, if I have any challenges, I know that I can overcome them. That you're not letting anything get in your way because you're determined to be successful in every area of your life. But we have the Four of Pentacles. This is you holding on to something. Maybe you wish for something, but you're holding on to something. I see money coming in. With the money that's coming in, you're going to be very stingy and possessive over it. And that's not a bad thing. So you're not even going to let people know that I'm paid, that I'm financially secure. You're going to be guarded over it. You don't want anyone to know that, hey, I'm a rich bitch or I'm a rich guy. I'm serious. You're going to be very stingy. You want that money to grow. We have the Six of Cups. Now, I told you there's someone that did you wrong. They're coming in to apologize. This could be an old friend. This could be a family member. They want to say, hey, I'm sorry for hurting you. And that's up to you if you accept their apology or not. They want to come in and they're going to be kind. So there's a past person that's coming towards you. We have the Page of Wands. This person has lied on you, Capricorn. No doubt about it. They've lied on you. They gossiped about you with other people. However, you have had an argument with this person as well. So I know you are smart. I don't have to tell you to be. But this person is going to show a lot of kindness. But you're like, I don't trust you at all. You're going to hear everything that they're going to say. But you still have your doubts. You're very clever. You still have your doubts. Follow your gut. We have the Ten of Cups. So if you're not in a relationship, you will be in a relationship soon. You will have the Ten of Cups. If you are already in a relationship and things haven't been going so great between you and your person, things are going to turn around and you will have that Ten of Cups with this person. However, if you are not married, your relationship is going to end up in a marriage because the Ten of Cups is having everything all in one place. with this one person, not moving on from this person to this person to this person. This is blessings coming in. This is good fortune, financial success. This is you having a happy family, happy life. That security is you being stingy with your money. The money is coming. And this money is going to bring you security and stability, but you will be stingy. And there's nothing wrong with it because you want your money to grow. We have the Queen of Wands here, and you're in that Queen of Wands energy. You are a very ambitious person, male or female. And guess what? Your popularity is about to grow. And if you haven't recognized it, you are popular, but people see you as being vibrant. They're noticing your confidence. You are very powerful. People look at you as sexy, male or female, strong, and you have this take charge type of attitude. However, the Queen of Swords, we have her here, and this is a person that's very intelligent. You are a high achiever, very independent, right? However, someone sees you, the person that's coming in to reconcile with you, they see you as being bitter because of the look you have on your face. And that look is like, how do they say, that resting bitch face? That's how you're going to appear to them. Because you're not going to believe anything that they have to say, but they're coming in being kind, even though I understand they gossip, they lied, they started some rumors. However, you're not showing any weakness with this person. Just be careful that it doesn't turn into an argument. But you're standing in your strength. You're like, listen, I'm tired of playing with this person or these people. I'm going to hear what they have to say, but I'm not going to be anybody's fool. Listen, you're going to be patient with this person. You're going to try to have some compassion for them, but you're very confident and you know you didn't do them wrong. They did you wrong. But this card is saying that you need to tame the beast within, even though we have this Leo card here and you standing in your strength, but they also want you to tame that beast. So when this person comes in that lied on you, that gossiped on you, Spirit is saying, just listen to them. We know you're not stupid. We know that you can even tell if this person is coming in lying or not, but they want you just to hear this person. But we have the Fool, and the Fool is nobody's fool. Let me tell you, when that Fool card appears, the Fool is nobody's fool. But the Spirit is telling you this is going to be a new beginning between you and this person. This person is very naive. Shame on them. But you're not. You're going to take a leap of faith with this person one more time, whomever this person is that betrayed you. But you're not going to be their fool. But you're going to take this leap of faith. You're going to give them another chance, but you're going to treat it with a long-handled spoon. It's not going to be easy for this person. We have at the bottom of the deck, Temperance that's showing up here. And when Temperance shows up here, that's balance. And you will have balance with this person, this situation, your finances. You are in total control because the Temperance has mastered their self-control. Everything is in moderation. That's why you're treating whomever this is that's coming towards you with a long-handled spoon. You're like, okay, I hear you. I'm going to take some time to think about what you said, but we're not going to be bosom buddies like we once were. I'm treating you with a long-handled spoon, and we're going to take our time with building this relationship. So everything is going to happen with moderation, but there will be harmony, and the two of you will be blending again. The two of you will be blending again, you know? So we have Aquarius. We have Aquarius. Let me clear this energy. Excuse me, I just have to clean the energy from the reading that I just did. We have Aquarius, and after Aquarius, then we have Pisces. Let me just say, then we have Pisces. So Aquarius, let's see what we have going on. Aquarius has a birthday coming up. Sagittarius is now. We have Capricorn that's coming up December 22nd to January 20th. We have Aquarius that's coming out. Aquarius is an air sign. They're January 21st to February 18th. And the person that I got this bell from, they were an Aquarius. That's my mom. My mother is an Aquarius. She's crossed over. Man, I used to ask her, Mom, when am I going to get that bell? She said, when I cross over. And the day she crossed over, when I got to her home, I went straight in the house and got that bell. You know, everybody wanted a house, a car, clothes, whatever. I went straight for that bell. And one more thing. It's a cross here. I'll show it to you later. But I wanted 2 things out of her house that dealt with the way she used her spirituality. And I got them. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Aquarius. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. I just had a dream about my mother. I hadn't dreamed about her in a while. I just had a dream about her the other day. I'm not going to share that. I usually share a lot of things, but I'm not going to share that one. But she was issuing me a warning. Let me just say that. Aquarius, we have the 6 of Wands. Somebody sees you. You're going to be receiving public recognition. There's an Aquarius here, and your name is going to ring bells. There's fame headed your way. You're going to receive justice within a situation that you've been through. So the victory is yours. Let me just say that. Thank you so much. The victory is yours. There's progress that's happening. You may not see the progress. You may not even be able to feel the progress, but it's coming in. So good news is coming in with the 6 of Wands. You will be rewarded. I'm speaking to an Aquarius that's very popular, but high praises to you because this is well deserving. Victory is yours. So if someone did you wrong, let me just say, in the Bible, they say, right? The Bible says, and I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do know the Bible. The Bible says that I will make your enemy your footstool. That's why you're receiving this public recognition. You're about to be famous. Let me just tell you, because the victory is yours. So anybody that did you wrong, that hurt you, they're going to see it. And they're going to feel it because you held strong. Even if someone hurt you, you didn't seek vengeance. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord, for my Bible thumpers. I respect you, Aquarius. I respect you. We have the number 7. This is the Chariot card. This is also known as a Cancer card. You're very ambitious. So progress is being made, and that progress is this victory that you're going to be receiving, because with the Chariot, it is victory. You are in control. So if somebody did you wrong, you stayed in control. Once again, there could be someone here that's going to be traveling, but you're very determined to overcome any obstacle. Like I just said for Capricorn. Capricorn is victorious, and you will have that victory as well. You will be victorious. There's nothing that can get in your way. There's nothing that will stand in your way, that you won't be able to overcome, because the Chariot is success. You are successful. You will be successful. We have the Five of Cups. Oh, whomever did you wrong, they're in a lot of regret. Why is this happening for Aquarius? That's how they feel. There's a lot of guilt. I know I did Aquarius wrong and I should not have. So this person is heartbroken. They're like, why does Aquarius keep winning? So whomever this is, they're in isolation right now. Even if it's someone that you have broken up with, they're in isolation. But this is going to hurt them when they see you rise, when they see that the victory is yours. This is an unwelcome change, because you're doing this right in front of their face. The universe is blessing you just like that. We have the number 2, which is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is you trusting your intuition. Trust your intuition, Aquarius. You're listen, you're very mysterious to a lot of people. You keep quiet about your business. But inside of you, you hold a lot of secret wisdom. And some people feel as though that you are very secretive. However, people look at you as the dreamer as well. But what they don't know about you is your strength. So, the High Priestess represents the unknown. The number 2 is a powerful number that means inner peace, positive energy, and finding your divine purpose. So angel number 2 represents cooperation and balance. All of us, we should all have faith and never give up, no matter how difficult things may be. The High Priestess is telling you to trust your intuition. The very first card that came out is that you will be receiving public recognition. You will have the victory. At the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. Spirit is telling you to rest up because you're about to be busy. The Four of Swords is someone that needs rest because you need this time out. You're going to be busy. Spirit wants you to meditate. And with you getting busy, you may feel overwhelmed, but it's okay. It's a good overwhelming feeling because, as I said, the victory is yours. The victory is yours. Pisces, listen, you're up next, Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. They're born between February the 19th and March the 20th. So Pisces, you're up next. That's my other cousin. Pisces is a water sign. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Let me just clear this space for Aquarius. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Pisces. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Pisces. Oh, my goodness. That was quick. That was quick. Pisces. We're starting off with the Moon card. We look at that as a Cancer card. Well, I do, right? But Spirit says, trust your intuition. There's some deception around you, so just be careful. You have a lot of anxiety because you know about this deception. And that deception brings in a lot of fear. But you're also confused, like, why are they doing this to me? Spirit is telling you to proceed with caution. We have the Four of Wands. I could be speaking to a Pisces that's married, or you may be going to a wedding, but you're going to be celebrating something. There's a relationship that's going to bring stability. All you want is happiness. You want that happy home. You want that happy life. You may be hoping, if you have broken up with someone, to get back with that person. You may be hoping for a reunion with someone and you want it to be successful. And even if you want that reunion with someone, to reconcile with someone, you don't trust them. And I'm confused, because why do you want to be with someone that you don't trust? I'm really confused about that. But you know what? My husband always tells me, even when I do personal readings, don't get so involved. That's what he says, right? I'll be trying to figure it out. And I got to deliver the message and let it go. But for me, if I don't trust someone, I don't want them. But there's a Pisces here who doesn't trust someone, but you want to be with them. And with you wanting to be with them, you're like, I want that happy home, but you don't trust them. You want stability with this person, but you don't trust them. That's not for everybody. But the Four of Wands, you want harmony. You want it to be balanced. You want to be able to trust them, but you don't. We have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is, that's your choice. If you want to be in a relationship with someone that you don't trust, that's your choice. And we all have choices. But always understand that this is not the only fish in the sea. You get it, Pisces? Because Pisces is the mystical fish. So there's other fish in the sea. Right? So let me just say. And I'm going to leave you with that to think about. We have the Three of Swords. You've been heartbroken by this person. Someone has broken your heart. And that's obvious because you don't trust them. It was a bad breakup between you and someone, and you feel betrayed. Once again, you don't trust them. I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over. You don't trust them. And you could have dealt with a Cancer, because we have the Queen of Cups. You could have dealt with a Cancer, or you could be a mature woman that I'm speaking to, Pisces. Or you could be a Pisces male that's a nurturer. That's very romantic. But in this energy of the Queen of Cups, Spirit is telling you to use your intuition. You are very intuitive. Pisces, I call you guys the mystical fish, because you are very intuitive. And some of you have psychic abilities, all-knowing. Spirit is saying, trust your gut, because with the Seven of Cups, there are so many opportunities out here for you, and you don't have to settle. Sometimes people go back to relationships because they feel comfortable in that. But where is the comfort when you're in a relationship that you fear? You don't trust this person. So this person brings you a lot of confusion. So just proceed with caution, Pisces. We have the Eight of Swords. Cancer received this card as well. But with the Eight of Swords, you've been in isolation, feeling trapped. And you've had negative thoughts about this person and what transpired between you. But we're grown. I know I'm not speaking to any children on this live. I don't give anybody advice. I don't tell anybody what to do, but I'll tell you what I would do. If I don't trust you, I can't mess with you. That's just me. And you keep going back over what transpired with this person. Spirit is telling you to stand in your strength, Pisces. You have the strength card. This is the number 8. This is the Leo card. They're telling you to be courageous, have confidence, use your power to move forward. And sometimes you may have to use your power to stay away from a particular individual, no matter how comfortable they may feel or seem. I feel like you can do better. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but the number 8 is actually a very spiritual number. The number 8 symbolizes a positive mindset and mental stability. So your guardian angels are giving you a head up about the abundance that will soon be coming your way if you stand in your strength. Material abundance and career. You will be successful. You do need to find balance, Pisces, between the spiritual and material aspects of your life in order to live as abundantly as possible. With you standing in your strength and not being in a relationship with someone just because you know them and you're scared to proceed with something or someone new, with you going back to the old and being with someone that brings you a lot of mental confusion and you fear them cheating on you, you fear them hurting you verbally and physically. Spirit is telling you to proceed with caution. That means if they're saying to proceed with caution, they're also telling you that with the 7 of Cups, there are so many other opportunities that you deserve more than this. You deserve better than this. That's why they want you to stand in your strength. Because with the number 8, it brings abundance. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles. When you stand in your strength, Pisces, that's prosperity. That's that abundance. That's new financial opportunities, whether it be with your career or just money flowing into you. This brings stability so that you don't need to be with this person. You don't. But that's your choice. You have opportunities. Thank you for everyone that stuck with me during this live, during this reading. I know that my readings are long. I thank you. I'm truly grateful. The one thing that we all give up, and that's very expensive, is our time. Because time is something that we can never get back. So I thank you for your time, more importantly. And I really do. I thank you for your time. My readings are long. I don't have a Patreon or anything like that to whereas I give you half of a reading and leave you stuck and tell you to go to part 2 and pay for it. When I'm here, I'm giving it all to you. That's how I am. That's my fairness. I do personal readings on my personal websites for my new followers. I thank you. And I thank you for liking, subscribing, the hearts, the gifts. Thank you so much. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you nothing but love and light. Tonight I didn't show my face. I had been under the weather. I went to the doctor yesterday, had a very beautiful appointment. I have one eyelash hanging on for dear life. So, I don't want to sit up here and show you how I'm looking. I'm just feeling like whatever today. But I will be back tomorrow. And I just thank you so much for your time. I really do. Thank you to the new followers. All of the videos that I do here, I post them on my YouTube platform. So you can go over there and always understand that there is no such thing as a video not being for a particular person at a particular time. When you see a video, any video that you click on, if it's meant for you, then it's meant for you at that time. So all of my videos are posted on my YouTube platform. You could go in and take a listen. I don't care if they were a year ago to 2 years ago to 6 months ago. When the video is meant for you, it'll be for you at that particular time. But I thank all of you so much. And I will be back Monday. I will be back Monday. I was about to say tomorrow. I probably did. But I will be back Monday. I will be back Monday. But thank you. And I send to you all nothing but love and light. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm about to jump in the shower and relax with my husband. But I'll see you guys Monday. Thank you so much. Good night.